Shakespeare once said that the world is a stage, the men and women are merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. And this gentleman right here is playing the part of the president of the Caribbean American Chamber of Industry and Commerce, bringing the entrepreneurs of the Caribbean together for the development of the Caribbean. And he is a Grenadian, Mr. Roy Hastick. Roy, it's a pleasure.
Thank you very much for having me. It's an honor and a privilege to extend season's greetings to my relatives in Grenada and St. David's and mother in St. Andrews, and also to the entrepreneurs in Grenada. In fact, just recently I met with the president of the Grenada Chamber of Commerce, who was here in New York, and there are a lot of entrepreneurs here, Grenadian Americans, that are doing an excellent job, and I want to applaud all of them for keeping the faith, coming from Grenada, coming to the United States, making a contribution back home. This is a land of opportunity, and Val Adams is one of them, providing the leadership in culture, Cracker, and yourself and gentlemen who are here always encouraging the people who are moving ahead, trying to make a difference in this great metropolis. We are going to be having Val Adams at our Christmas party on the 18th at one of the largest institutions owned by a Caribbean American here in New York on the 18th of December. And I want to say Godspeed to our relatives, to our friends in Grenada, and God bless the government and people of Grenada.
Yeah, I'm Andre Charles, better known as Shallow. I'd like to send Christmas greetings to all my relatives in Grenada, my son, my daughter, Andy and Junelle, my aunt. I'm from Soter, St. Patrick's. Everyone, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
My name is Sandra Ma, and I'm from Latent in St. David's. And I'd like to send out greetings to my mother, Linda, my father, Joseph, and my two kids, Kenroy and Keston, and the rest of the family. Merry Christmas.
Who's this fella here in the back here?
That's Farrakhan.
But I want to tell you, this is Christmas time. You know, Christmas is a time for family. And the man behind here is family to AJAMU. Yes, a cousin of AJAMU, and also the man who takes care of AJAMU's business in North America. He is away in Augustine. He is known as DJ Gus, a man who promotes Grenada's music here also in Brooklyn. Gus, how are you doing?
Very good, thanks. How are you?
I am sure that you would first of all like to say a Merry Christmas to some wonderful people back home in Grenada.
Yes, well, to all the good folks who has been supportive of AJAMU and the whole Top Level production, we want to wish you the very best. To the family, my father, my mom, and to all cousins, everybody. The very best for Christmas 1997.
Tell Auntie Sarah thanks for
Auntie Sarah, that good food?
Yeah.
Looking forward to it again. Can't miss that.
Gratitude.
I'm telling you, Auntie Sarah, if you leave out Auntie Sarah, you can't go back Grenada, right?
The food, yeah. Food, stuff of life, she says.
You know, AJAMU, come a little closer here. It's a new era in parang soca in Grenada, across the Caribbean, and we're going to talk about AJAMU in the sense that, you know, about 4 or 5 years ago, when our Calypsonian makes a parang 1 year, you don't hear from him again for another Christmas tune for another 9-10 years. These days, Christmas season now is like a parang season, where you have to come every year with a new parang to compete against the others. The question is, for the artist, for the producer, is the season now becoming too short?
It is very much too short, you know, because sometimes just as we start to get warm up, the thing finish. But anyhow, the parang thing become a growing trend. So I see in the future that the season going to be lengthened. We might start doing parang from August after Carnival, August into parang, and, you know what I mean?
Oh, if I may interject, I think what's been happening over a period of time, people never really commercialized our Caribbean music. So they never really saw the need for a long period. Now we're realizing 2 weeks is not enough to sell records and to get people acquainted with what's happening. So I think what's going to happen in the future is that you're going to start hearing the music a lot earlier. If you realize, I think WLIB here broke a little earlier than they did last year, so hopefully it's a progressive trend.
AJAMU, as a recording artist, I know when you sing Calypso, there's a certain manner in which you sing Calypso. And you know, sometimes you may think you have a certain vocal range, but only when you go into the studio, the music starts playing, you realize that your voice has specific wobbles that you never realized you had before. Now, in singing parang, do you find that the extension of the tongue becomes a norm even more than you anticipated that you could have done?
Well, the tongue work, you had all the tongue work, because the parang, yeah.
I know the first time he did that, it was surprised me too.
Yeah, that the tongue work because the parang, you know, is a kind of Spanish thing, you know, you had to have the tongue for the Spanish, you know, so we had to phrase differently with the parang, and the tongue is very important.
As Crazy say, Coco Rico, I bought this bomb from Choco, Arriba. You remember that tune?
Yeah, but you ain't easy to it.
All right, Los Tocadores, another leading parang band from Trinidad and Tobago, and they performed at Tilden Hall when Tilden Hall was still much alive and gave a sterling performance. And we have a guy who has on our glasses, like you, who's going to sing. Not now, but
I
you know.
that away, man.
Oh, yeah. Contact lens now?
No, man, no lens.
Oh, you see much better now?
Natural thing,
yeah, so like in Spanish, I see.
Yeah, I see.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Los Tocadores from TNT.
Los Tocadores.
Don't bite your tongue now, Jamo. Los Tocadores from TNT with some sweet parang.
Parang soca. No music in this world is some more sweeter. Parang soca is the true Trinidad flavor. I love to hear the rhythm and the conga and they sing it. Sing it up, girl. A little louder. My body that shiver in a corner. Conchita, she came and started to dance the parang soca. I was so amazed to hear the audience shout out. Woo! So stop the music till the daylight people, while everybody singing. Sing it up. Sing it a little louder. Deep, deep. My body that shiver in a corner. I love to dance the parang soca music. Music. I love to dance the parang soca music. Music. I love to dance the parang soca music. Music. I love to dance the parang soca music. Ay, ay, ay. Sing it up, yeah.